Today, a state Senate committee is discussing a plan to manage Colorado's wild horse population. One way of controlling the number of wild horses is through contraception. Right now, that's handled by a state-owned nonprofit. A new bill would transfer that and other wild horse management programs to the Department of Agriculture.
And tomorrow, the BLM is hosting the first of 3 wild horse and burro adoption events of the year. This one is at the Douglas County Fairgrounds. We've covered a long history of controversy with wild horse roundups in Colorado. I wanted to know more about how the BLM has been maintaining herds in the state and how adoption events like this one play a role. So the BLM manages 4 wild horse herd areas in the state. As you can see here, they're pretty much all on the western slope. And recently, the agency has had success using contraception to reduce births and maintain herd levels. In fact, the spokesperson for the BLM told me that 3 out of those 4 areas are currently at appropriate management levels. But when the populations get out of control, that's when the BLM has gone in to remove some of the horses.
Wild horse management is certainly one of the more controversial things that the BLM faces. Wild horses are big, large animals. Think of them as a domesticated species that lives in a wild state. They're not deer, they're not elk, they do not have natural predators in the wild. So we have to manage those populations somehow.
The roundups came under fire in 2022 when 146 horses died at a holding facility near Canyon City. The adoptions to get the horses out of those facilities haven't been without controversy either. Last month, a judge halted the BLM's former incentive program that gave people $1,000 for adopting a wild horse or burro. Conservation groups had sued, saying the program was leading to the horses being slaughtered. Hall says the goal with this adoption event is to find horse lovers who will provide a better home for these animals.
So it's definitely a good outcome for the public and a good outcome for taxpayers if we can find ways to find these excess horses a home. And a home where these horses can have a useful, good life. And if you're looking for a sure-footed, capable, tough horse, you can't go wrong with a Colorado wild horse.
Yeah, I asked how long the horses have been in the custody of BLM, and it's been a few months, so some of them might have some training. The spokesperson said you'll be able to talk to people about that at the adoption event. Again, that's at the Douglas County Fairgrounds. Tomorrow and Saturday, the BLM will have 35 wild horses from Colorado and 10 wild burros from Arizona up for adoption. The minimum bid is $125, and we'll have all the details, of course, on Denver7.com.